Never half butt. Use your whole butt. Hello? Bum ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba. Aw, it was in like Land Rider's honor. It's perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Happy Tuesday, everybody! I think I am going to, I think I'm gonna do a stream one of these nights where you know how people do streams where they test, like, media sources, or they test, like, volume, or whatever, and they always say, test stream, don't click, but that's when everybody clicks. So I text messaged my sister the other night, and I was like, yo, hey, I think I need to figure out, like, where all my command volume is, because they're kind of all over the place. So I'll probably do a stream like that one of these evenings after my sister gets off work, and obviously people are welcome to join, but it's just gonna come across a boss fight. It's not gonna be anything fun. It's just gonna be like the dumb, you know, just like that's necessary. Sometimes you have to because I actually was just looking at my VOD yesterday and I was like, I feel like my lighting does look better, but my face still looks really pink. And I feel like it looks really bright. Like it just looks shiny, sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. So, but my problem is my TV screen is not a computer monitor, and so it looks different on my TV screen than it does on my laptop. So I need to have my stream open like on my laptop and adjust the camera and then look at my laptop instead. So it's like, it's not even gonna be very fun, but you know, it's fine. We always have fun when we all get together, so it's not a big deal. I don't know when it's gonna be. It's not like I don't know if I should even announce it. Just surprise, surprise, surprise. And at night, I spend all my time doing video editing anyway, and I'm at like 38 minutes. Our GameSpark interview, Collector and our GameSpark interview, I think I'm halfway, and the interview is at 38 minutes already edited, and I was like, oh my god.
Back it up, Terry, back
so
it up!
last night, I had to go back and cut out more stuff that I thought was important to leave in, but I'd rather have answers to all the questions instead of. But anyway, so that's what I do with my evenings. But we've got EJ, who's lurking. I appreciate that. We've got Average Guy, who is not so average. We've got Peony Bear, who I hope is feeling okay today. We've got Scarecrow. We've got Akuti. Stixel. Seriously, that's exactly what she does. Totally, 100%. We've got Paladroon. Happy Tuesday. And Chain Whippin'. I will admit, boss fight is one of my favorite commands. And it's Wolf! I found your YouTube channel and watched a couple of your Tears of the Kingdom videos. I wish I'd found you back then. Our playstyles are very similar. Oh man. We are on the same page. Tears of the Kingdom was a blast. I love Tears of the Kingdom a lot, and I was originally not going to stream it. I actually didn't start streaming it until I was... And this makes me so sad because my favorite boss fight. Okay, so I feel like, without spoiling things. Oh, and we have Sword Art. We've got Haze. This week has already been good for Sword Art. I restored my mom's external hard drive, which I thought was beyond repair. This just in, Sword Art is a magician. How does it feel, Sword Art, being a magician? I couldn't do that. Good job. That is excellent. 300 gigs worth of photos can finally be seen again. Seriously, did you just pull out your magic wand from somewhere and just go, Expecto Patronum, you know what I mean? I know that's not the right. I know that there has to be a different, I know what Expecto Patronum does. So I'm not gonna spoil anything for Tears of the Kingdom because there are people, I'm sure, that haven't played it yet, haven't finished it yet, but I feel like my boss tier list, I started with the best one. I didn't know this. I just went out of my, I just picked a place and went. But I feel like my first boss, this isn't really a spoiler, but I guess I will say, my favorite boss was the Wind Temple boss. And the Wind Temple was the first temple I did.
Boom, one shot.
Temple.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I did the Wind Temple, I did the Lightning Temple, and then I did the Water Temple, and then I did the Fire Temple. And I liked all of them, but I do feel like my personal favorite boss was the Wind Temple boss, and I let that VOD slip away into the oblivion. I never exported it to my YouTube channel, and I am so sad because that whole entire boss fight was just fantastic. Music, all of it, everything, all of it. It was just incredible. I loved it. And that is so sad to me, but I actually was not going to stream it because I was like, no, it's too big of a game to stream. I can't do that. It's too close to me. Like I don't think that's wise. But every time I sat here streaming, I was thinking in my head, I wish I were playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. So I finally was just like, you know what? I really want to play Tears of the Kingdom. And everybody was like, then do it, play it. So I did, and that is one of the best decisions I've ever made regarding like streaming, all that stuff. Literally half the people in my chat right now are here because these classes should always be on all the time.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
That explains the VOD I watched last night. You fought him again in the depths and kicked his booty. Yeah, so I love that. I love that you can go back multiple times and refight the bosses. I especially love that for my daughter because she can then experience the boss fights without all the pressure. And I think that's really, really great. I loved the depths. It was really interesting. My siblings and I, we all played it at the same time. My brother has not finished it yet. My sister and I have. And it's really interesting because my brother spent the majority of his time in the sky. My sister spent the majority of her time on the surface, and I spent the majority of my time in the depths. I loved the whole idea of the depths. It was kind of that, like, it wasn't nearly as creepy as Deep Nest in Hollow Knight, but it gave me that feeling of kind of that unnerving but exciting kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't see anything. What are we gonna find? I was constantly coming across things that I was like, what is that? What is that? What is that? And it was exciting and everything, and it was great, and I loved it. So we all spent different, like different times. Yeah, I think Chain's right. Like Chain, I think everybody was like, you should do it. Just play Tears of the Kingdom. You know you want to. And so I did. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. That dominates pretty much all the views on my YouTube channel. It's all Tears of the Kingdom videos, which I think is awesome. I think in there somewhere, there's like the Choo Choo Charles trailer reaction is in there somewhere, which was mind-boggling. It's a shame that game ended up being kind of crappy. I heard it wasn't great, but the idea of it was terrifying. And then I think my Metroid finale reaction also, or my Metroid Dread finale reaction is also one of them up there. It's up there somewhere. I don't remember where it was. But, oh yeah, I loved the depths. I thought everything about the depths was incredible. I loved just well, it was just mind-boggling. They had 3 maps, entirely different, unique maps. And the depths and the surface map, and I mean, I guess technically the sky, but not quite as much the sky, were huge. They were enormous maps. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And Collector and I go on and on about Tears of the Kingdom, and I had to cut out a lot of that because I'm trying my best when I interview people, I try not to talk a lot because I want them to do the talking. I don't want it, like, I talk on stream. Like, you guys can listen to me jabber on and on all day about games and things, you know, during my streams. When I talk to people, I want to hear their experience, and I have to really be careful and clamp my mouth shut so I don't end up taking a bunch of time. But obviously Tears of the Kingdom was mentioned. And so we talked a lot about it, but we also talked a lot about Breath of the Wild and just kind of the life-changing gaming experience that was, because that was a big change. Like, that was a mind-blowing experience for me. That was the first open exploration game I ever played. I just didn't realize there weren't any rules. I had never played a game like that. And not that Breath of the Wild was the first open world or exploration game. That wasn't the case, but it was for me. And I was thinking in this mindset of linear Zelda games where I was seeing a shrine up on a mountain, but that was cold in the mountain, or up on top of the mountain. And so obviously I was thinking, well, obviously I need an item. I have to have an item. And no, you don't, but I didn't realize that. And I did eventually find an item, but there are 2 ways. I keep hitting my microphone. There are 2 ways you can go up into that area, but it never occurred to me that, like, food would help me. Never in a million years. And I suddenly realized I was cutting grass all over the place looking for hearts because I kept dying, or, you know, the bokoblins would knock my life down when I had my 3 little baby hearts. And I suddenly realized there are no hearts. You have to eat food. You have to, like, give yourself nourishment. And it just blew my mind. I had just never experienced that before. It was amazing. It was such a cool experience. Akuti says, have to play it over again. No choice. Must recreate the whatever happened in this. Yeah, the first time, I don't even remember what I was doing the first time I streamed it, but I let the VOD slip away, and I let the VOD of my Wind Temple experience and that boss fight slip away into the oblivion, and I'm so sad about it. I combed over everything. I was like, surely I put this on my, like, did I record this somewhere? Did I export it somewhere? Do I have it saved on my computer? No, I never exported it, never saved it. I didn't record it. It's just gone. And speaking of, there's a place in Darkwood, which is one of my favorite games I've ever streamed, probably. And it was the 4th area you go to that is like the really messed up area. We're talking like Mushroom Granny area, with like the mutant, like spider looking things. And like, that's a semi spoiler, but not really, because you don't really know what I'm talking about. Really crazy last area. And I don't know how this happened, but I completely let the VOD of when I first got there slip off into the internet oblivion as well. And so my Darkwood playlist is missing one episode, like one stream, and I'm so sad about it. Shane says Depths is where all the cool costumes were, so I had to hang out there till I had them all. That's true. There were a lot of cool costumes down there. Oh, it was like, I don't know if I was necessarily worried about it being a sequel, like a direct sequel. I don't really know what I was expecting, but I was so pleasantly surprised. And it is legitimately just, it was just, I could not believe, I mean, I guess I had kind of experienced the same thing when I played Horizon Forbidden West, because Horizon Forbidden West was a lot of the same, like, it was the same formula, but they took everything that worked in Horizon Zero Dawn and they just improved upon it. They improved the inventory, they improved a lot of the battle system kind of things. They improved your ammo. They gave you better ammo, lots of new elemental types of ammo. And there are a couple other things that they improved on that I'm not going to mention because I don't want to spoil things for people. But so I did kind of experience that. And then Tears of the Kingdom was the whole same thing. It was like everything in Breath of the Wild that worked, they just took it and made it even better. And also, yep, Paladrun, I was the same way. I didn't leave the Depths for a long time after I first went down there. I just kept going after light route, after light route, after light route. I loved what they did with the Depths. And then also regarding what Shane said, the caves, they took the map and made it so different, even though it was the same place. It was just mind boggling. I don't know how they did that, but yep, it was just the most, those two games go hand in hand as being one of the most incredible gaming experiences I've ever had. And so impactful too. I mean, I sobbed like a baby multiple times in Tears of the Kingdom, never in Breath of the Wild. But I played Breath of the Wild first out of my siblings, and I remember I borrowed a Switch from a friend of mine because I remember saying, why would I buy a console for just one game? Susie, girl. And look at me now. Look at me now. I have so many games on my Switch. I absolutely prefer playing on my Switch because I can play my games in bed. And I started playing... hey, it's DJ BJ! Yeah. These are my Coke bottle Harry Potter glasses. I just remember, like, I borrowed the Switch and Breath of the Wild from a friend of mine. So this is when the Switch was you couldn't find it anywhere. And I just remember coming into work the next day and being like, I have made a huge mistake. I have to own this game. Like, I have to own this game. And she just laughed. She was like, good luck trying to find a Switch. And I looked everywhere. I called all the stores in Utah because my mom was living in Utah at the time. I called all the stores out in Utah and was thinking my mom can go in and pick one up and she can ship it to me. Couldn't find any in Utah, couldn't find any in Texas. And so I bought mine off of Facebook Marketplace and it's still going strong. The battery goes down a little bit quicker than it used to, but I mean, how old is it? In console years, it's up there. Oh, when the Rebirth trailer came out, that was also mind-blowing. The beginning of it with like all the smoke and everything, it looked so real, but I had to keep restarting it because the volume was wonky and people were like, we can't hear it. And so that wasn't the legit like very first reaction I had to I swear the VOD is around my channel somewhere. But like, I just could not believe what I was seeing. It looked so real. I could not believe what I was seeing. So when the video of the reaction in and of itself actually starts, that was after a couple starts of the video. But the very first time I was like, are we watching a game right now? This looks like it could be on my TV out in the front, like on the news. It's totally crazy. I was so excited. So excited. And now here I am playing Rebirth right now. And I love it. I love it. Shrines are, oh, you're doing shrines and you don't want to look at the depth. Oh, I looked at the map. I was like, okay, well, that's an easy way to find shrines. Hayes says, you would have a nightmare interviewing me. I can never shut up, and neither can you. Editing would take 24 times the amount of time to interview. So I guess it would take you 24 days. Listen, man, I can pretty much edit almost anything. Anything. Oh my gosh, and Breath of the Wild was Wolf's first ever Zelda. I was properly confused and restarted like 4 times until I got the hang of it. That's your first Zelda experience? What an amazing... Okay, my favorite Zelda game is actually Twilight Princess, but Breath of the Wild is one of my top games of all time. And I had somebody on Reddit somewhere argue with me and be like, well, that doesn't make sense. If your favorite Zelda game is Twilight Princess, then wouldn't that be one of your top 5 games of all time? And I was like, no. They're 2 totally different games. They're totally different styles. The experience of Breath of the Wild was one I have never had again in my life. Like, it was just, like Collector says in his interview, I'm really excited. I'm almost done with it, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it because it was great. It just reframed in my brain what a game could be and what it could accomplish. I just had never experienced anything like that before. It was absolutely mind-boggling. And I remember watching the trailer, but not getting a sense of like, oh wow, I can legitimately go anywhere. And the game won't stop me because I'm not supposed to go there. It's just because I haven't figured out a way to get there yet. Whether it's stamina or, you know, you have to build up your stamina or, you know, all those things. And I just never experienced that before, ever. And somebody new just came in. Hey, it's Otter! Man, Twilight Princess is the only 3D Zelda I haven't played through. Dude, listen. I don't know if... Oh, and see, I'm missing a bunch of other things. I feel like Twilight Princess also affected me in the way it did for whatever reason because of where I was in my life. I don't even remember where I was in my life, but there's one scene that stands out to me very, very vividly, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it has to do with Zora's Domain, and I just remember coming around a corner and seeing a sight, like the camera kind of pans back and you see like all this crazy stuff. There's kind of crazy business that's happened to Zora's Domain and you have to kind of figure out how to undo it. And I just remember being like, it was just so shocking to me. And for whatever reason, that is one that really, really, that just stands out to me for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. But Twilight Princess really was the very first. See, now, I didn't ever play Majora's Mask, and Majora's Mask was dark. I never played Majora's Mask as a kid, so Twilight Princess was my first delve into kind of a darker, a little more mature-ish kind of themed Zelda game. And I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. It didn't feel nearly as cartoony. Skyward Sword was great. I liked Skyward Sword, but Skyward Sword was very cartoony, very silly. Even Girahim was really like, like he was so dramatic and everything was just silly. And even the shading on the animation and all that stuff, like it was very bright and very cartoony. And Twilight Princess was very shaded and very dark. And the music, it was just, I loved it. And it had so many dungeons and it was perfect. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. An average guy has only played the original Zelda on NES. Wait. So you're telling me you also haven't played Breath of the Wild and you also haven't played, is it because you don't want to play Zelda or you just haven't had a chance? Because I need to know. Wolf says, one of the streamers I was watching at the time said that Breath of the Wild was the beta version of Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, I also agree. And I actually feel like Final Fantasy Remake is the same way. I feel like it was kind of okay, here's what we've done. Let's see if people like it or not. And when most of the feedback was positive, they were like, oh, let's do this. And Rebirth is a far superior game to Remake. Far superior. Love it. And that's what Tears of the Kingdom was as well. But that doesn't mean Breath of the Wild isn't great. I love Breath of the Wild, and I could replay Breath of the Wild 1,000,000 times. But I also love Tears of the Kingdom. I could replay that 1,000,000,000 times. It's just... And Horizon Forbidden West. I went back to Horizon Zero Dawn after playing Forbidden West, and it was great, and it was good, and I do feel like the story is a tiny bit better. but ultimately the improvements they made in Forbidden West made it better and more fun to play for me. So I would prefer to replay that one. It's Jan Steve, hello! I know, right? That's a lot of times. And it's Collector! Oh my gosh, happy Tuesday. Okay, wait. Breath of the Wild redefined what open world games could be and kind of ruined them for me. Just the fact that most other games don't let you climb everywhere feels so lame now. Okay, can we just take a second to appreciate the fact that Cloud can't jump? And before all of you go, oh, but he's got that heavy sword on his back. No. Have you watched him in battle? No. They absolutely could have made him jump. That would have been very helpful. Aloy can jump. Link can jump now. I remember in some of the Link games, in some of the Zelda games, jumping was like not even an option. And then I think it was Link to the Past. Where was Rock's Feather? Was it Link to the Past? No, I'm sorry, not Link to the Past. Link's Awakening that they first introduced Rock's Feather, where you could jump. And it was mind-blowing. And suddenly you were like, oh my gosh, I can actually jump. But it took up a spot in your inventory. So you could either have your sword in a feather, or your sword in your little power ring, or your sword and, you know, whatever. You had to like figure out which thing you were going to use for your inventory slot. So for Breath of the Wild to just come like right out of the gate and just be like, yeah, you can jump. And I didn't realize you could just climb anywhere either. So like I said, I was trying to get up to that shrine and I was like, I don't know how to get up there. I'm so stuck. I'm so stuck. I do think I actually had to even look that up because I was like, I don't get it. And then the instructions were just like, well, just start climbing. I was like, wait, what? No, because at that point, I don't think you have enough stamina. But I know that's the question. Like, where do you go from Tears of the Kingdom now? I really hope they go off in a totally opposite direction. I hope they don't try to make another one in that world. I'm happy with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and I kind of want to leave them untouched. I don't want them to mess around with it. I think they achieved the unthinkable with Tears of the Kingdom, and I think if they tried again, I think, you know how you make a copy of a copy of a copy, and it starts to look weird? I'm worried that if they try to make another one, it will be, I'm not really sure. Hey, Mr. Flume, how are you? No, you remake a Twilight Princess HD for the Switch, man. That's what you make. Hello? That's what all of us want. And it is the one thing that they will not give us. And I'm so sad about it. Ugh. That's the first, Breath of the Wild was the first open exploration game I ever played. And then I think it was Horizon Zero Dawn. And those were a long way apart from one another. But I think I beat Breath of the Wild on my friend's Switch. And then I had to give the Switch back. And so I didn't feel like I had enough time to like do all the things I wanted to do. I mean, I didn't take my sweet time with it, but I also didn't rush it because she was like, no, it's fine. Take your time. I've got other game consoles. Or she was like, I mostly play on my PC, so it's totally fine. So I didn't feel like I had to rush, but I finally found myself a Switch and was able to play through it again on my own time. But I have not played through Tears of the Kingdom again. It's been a year now. Chain says, don't hate me, but all that silly mess from Skyward Sword is the same reason I'm not vibing with Final Fantasy VII Remake / Rebirth. Okay, what do you mean? Silly mess? Oh, the silliness of it. I totally get that. It's not for everyone. It's definitely, there are definitely moments that I'm like, what were you guys thinking? Why would you choose to do something like that? It's so bad. It just, because the story is a relatively heavy story, and I feel like they're trying to break up the heaviness, but it's not really working for me. So I completely understand that. Average Guy says the NES is the only Nintendo system I've ever owned, so it makes it hard to play Zelda. Yes, it does. Do you have a Steam Deck? You know, there are ways. Petition to everybody to get Average Guy a Switch. A Switch is great, but at this point, you might as well hold out for whatever the next Switch console is or whatever. I feel like the second you bought a Switch now, even if it was like the Tears of the Kingdom OLED, they would be like, surprise, the Switch Pro has been announced or whatever. You know it's gonna happen. So at this point, I would just hold out. Susie wants to educate her watcher. You need to play Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. I'll lend you my console. What's your address? You have to play it! Twilight Princess made me mad where you couldn't climb on basic wooden box. Really? I know, right? Link is carrying... Scarecrow's like, how many heavy swords has Link got in his pockets? And he can still jump? Yeah, he's carrying all sorts of stuff. And Cloud can't jump? That's what you're telling me? Listen, maybe Cloud does have weak ankles. I don't know. Ander has weak ankles. Wow, I've missed so much in chat because I've been running my mouth off. Ander has really weak ankles. He sprained his ankle like 5 times in his life. It's kind of a sad situation. He calls them weak girlish ankles. Let's see. Otter also hopes that they try some fresh ideas with the next Zelda. I'm the same way. I feel like it would be wise to kind of branch out and try something different. It would be kind of nice if it wasn't in Hyrule. I feel like the games that they have not done in Hyrule have all been successes. Majora's Mask, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. Those are those games, the Oracle games, and then Link's Awakening were very underrated games. Those are all on Game Boy. Oh, Minish Cap also. Minish Cap is also great. You can play all those on Nintendo Switch Online. Just FYI your eyes. Cloud can jump. He just needs the jump materia. Yeah, but he can only jump in battle. You know what I mean? I've never played Baldur's Gate, but Horizon Zero Dawn is fantastic. And you know what? I actually think it came out right around the same time as Breath of the Wild, so it got a little overshadowed. I didn't buy a PS4 until I was... When did I buy my PS4? It was when we moved here. So I didn't have my PS4 in Austin. It was when we moved here, so it was like 2019, I think. I think it was Black Friday 2019. I got a Black Friday deal. It came with the PS4, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, and The Last of Us. I only ever played Horizon Zero Dawn. Can't play The Last of Us, and God of War is too gory for me. Well, they're both too gory for me. So I never played those. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, but I was terrified all the time. All the time. I was so scared all the time. And then the second time, and then when I played the sequel, I was like, okay, I've got to learn how to be a little braver because the machines get even more intense in the second one. And then when I went back to Horizon Zero Dawn after I'd played the second one, I was like, this is nothing. Show me what you've got. You have no idea what I've seen. Bring it on. I'm ready, baby. It was a totally different experience after I had played Forbidden West. Forbidden West kicked my butt. I did it, though.
Hey.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Stood up? Nope. Waiting on you folks. Something I wanted to ask.
Wait, what? He is not nearly unhinged enough. Sid is supposed to be like... Maybe not, maybe...
About your mother. Her name's Efalna, right?
Maybe. So what?
That sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah, that sounds like
Sid,
Sid,
right? The
right?
second I saw you. Boy, am I ever glad I sent up smoke. Tell me, how's she doing?
Okay, but for the record, Sid's music is...
No. She's dead.
Well, way to go, Sid. Who does that? Who does that? Who does this when they're talking to somebody? When they're standing here and they're going, your mother's name is Efalna, right? Like, who leans over like that? JRPG people. That's who. That's who. Otter says, my cousin let me borrow his Switch to beat Breath of the Wild. Also my first open world. Dude, I'm telling you. I am telling you. It's amazing. Like, we could talk Breath of the Wild into the ground. And Collector and I talked about that. He was like, I could go on forever. And I was like, I know, so could I. We can't go on forever, but we you know, but these are the things we loved about it, or these are the things that Collector loved about it, or whatever. But I just feel like I mentioned in the, I think I cut this out of the interview because I didn't want it to be me talking. I wanted it to be Collector talking. But I mentioned the camaraderie that I felt with Tears of the Kingdom was probably one of the coolest gaming experiences I've ever had because of the videos I posted on YouTube. We were all kind of experiencing it at the same time, and I had never experienced that before. So it was really, really cool how we all got to like experience it all together. You know, it was really, really great. Oh yeah, there are ways to. Jan Steve, you're very kind. Tears of the Kingdom surprised me in so many ways. And it was just a blast. It was so much fun. And there were so many things about it. There were so many scary parts. There were so many funny parts. There is one of my favorite. I loved what they did in the depths. Shoot, I don't want to. There is a certain enemy in the depths that I really loved fighting. Let's just say that. Had great music. It was very comedic. It was very funny. And it was just fantastic. I loved it. Oh, yeah. You can play iPhone, Steam Deck, all those things. Wolf says, I bought my Switch because they remade Pokemon Snap. And the original is a core memory for me. Breath of the Wild came with it when I ordered it. So it was a happy accident. Happy little trees. Happy little trees. I love the Switch and I just love everything it can do. And I know it doesn't have the strongest, like most powerful software, but if I'm given the opportunity to download or buy a game on my Switch as opposed to my PlayStation, I will usually choose my Switch simply out of necessity and out of convenience, because I love laying in bed all snugly under my blankets and like playing a game. It's like the best. And now I have a Steam Deck though, so technically, I could also do that with like Horizon. Can you play Horizon Forbidden West on the Steam Deck? Oh my gosh. It's Cloud's burden of carrying around those combat comments. Too much weight to jump. Is that all you got? Literally just got killed. Well, yeah, and then he asked, what's his face? You okay? As he's trying to murder me.
I work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today.
Land Rider! How's it going, Land Rider? How are you? Do I know what tomorrow's gonna be? It's gonna be May. Okay, so funny story about that. I watched the Hot Wings or the Hot Ones episode with NSYNC, and he was actually directed to say it that way. Everybody thinks that he's just saying it weird, but he was actually asked to pronounce it that way. It was some guy that was like Swedish or something like that. I don't remember how it all went down, but
I joined Shinra was to become a pilot. But I wound up as a gopher for some lazy grease monkeys. Had me running around HQ fixing lights and whatnot.
maybe I'll like Sid more in this game. I don't know.
One time, though, I came across a pretty young thing with a little girl in her arms. That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, look how
Probably.
far he's bent over.
You were knee-high to a ton bag.
I really like his outfit though. I would love to like do that for Halloween with like the goggles and the jacket and stuff. That's a good look. Oh, show some emotion, Sid.
Damn. No longer with us.
Weird
That's a crying
situation.
shame.
He's like, I don't know you.
Missy.
Let go of my purse.
Eric, is there anything I can do for you? I want to help.
I want to help.
Why?
I want to help
Just
you.
trying to do right by you.
I'm just trying to do right by you. This is so weird.
Flying us
Doesn't
around
make
will
any
be
sense.
more than plenty. Thanks.
Yeah, just get us where we need to go. I need to go find some music.
Then again, if you're just dying to help, you could take us to the salsa for free.
Free?
It's fine. We'll pay.
Did you just not just say you were gonna help? Sid.
No, it's on me.
Aw, you. I really like his
You wanna
jacket
head
a
to the
lot,
saucer,
actually.
just
I wish I
give
had
me
a
a
jacket
holler.
like that. What a strange person. What a strange, what a weird, interaction. Like, that was a very odd interaction. How would he know that I don't know. What is his angle? I'm not really sure. Okay. Everybody has buckles, man. Everybody in this game. Cloud, Barrett, Yuffie, Even Aerith. Everybody. Everybody's got buckles. Buckles for days. Final Fantasy buckles. Land Rider's happy and stressed. I have 2 finals left. 1 today, 1 tomorrow by noon. I also have another assignment due by this evening. Planning on knocking one of them out by 6 today. Well, you know, I have been known to help people study. So, you know what I'm saying? Horizon Zero Dawn struggles on the PC, so it might be slow. Wait, somebody looked it up. Somebody looked it up. You're not my real dad, and you'll never be. I've seen an Instagram. Wait, Wolf says I've seen an Instagram reel that said, "What's a word you mispronounced once now it haunts you?" And then Justin Timberlake was like, "Me." It's gonna be mine. I mean, yeah. Okay, wait. Somebody said something about unsupported. Oh, Paladrin says Forbidden West on Steam is listed as unsupported. Okay, that's good to know. Not that I need another big giant game in my life right now, because I don't. Now here's the question. I need to go find Barrett's music. I think I'm assuming his music is in Corel. So if I talk to Sid now, is he going to automatically take me to the Gold Saucer? Or can I go anywhere I want? Because I really want to go get Barrett's music before I go to the Gold Saucer. Awesome. Let's go then. I didn't do any...
Hey,
once again, I didn't do any fiends or anything last night. Wait, no. Okay. So if you do talk to him, he does take you to the gold... Oh, you go to the Gold Saucer, but then you can go to Corel. Is that what you're saying? Like, he... Okay. Trust the process.
Good to go?
Yep, yes. Yeah. Oh. Yes, I am.
Let's get a move on then.
Yeah, what is his angle?
Huh. An 8?
Oh, what? Surprise!
You said that Sephiroth is your foe. I have a history with him. Unfinished business.
Everybody
He
sit down and
bothering
buckle
you?
your
Want
seatbelts.
me to give him the boot?
Try to screw us over, and you're a dead man.
He watched me fight. He knows I'm not that good at fighting. Like, he's fully aware that he could have easily finished me off. Try to screw us over, you're dead, man. Okay, you talk a lot of smack for a toothpick that almost died.
Do you think you can manage 8?
Ain't gonna lie. That's a tall order for most pilots. Lucky for you, I ain't most pilots.
Yeah, that sounds like Sid, for sure. Wolf's like, my boy! My dark angel! Okay, so he's randomly with our company now. That's cool. Yeah, I never used to. Oh, gosh, that's right. I never used him because
I was wondering.
I just...
Could you tell me a little more about my mom?
He came along too late
I was greener than Mako
in the
when I met her
original
father.
for me to want to,
He
like,
took my heart for a spin.
suddenly
Not
change
you,
my
Sid.
party. I don't know. So,
Barrett.
Yeah?
What happened to your mother?
sinewy
Is
toothpick. Yep.
Doctors always said she had a weak constitution. And
A
trying to
weak
escape from them,
constitution.
I think she just pushed herself too hard.
Okay, hold on. I told her if she had to go to the bathroom, she needed to call me. Okay, hold on. Is she calling me? I better go check on her. Hold on. I'm a stool. Sit on me. Nope, no, stools don't talk. Stools don't talk. Tractor! Let go of my purse! I don't know you! It has a pocket! Yeah, pockets! We love pockets! Yeah! These are the best candies in the whole world. It's DJ! I'm so sorry. I opened the door and I was like, do you have to go to the bathroom? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, wait, yes, I do. And I was like, ugh, fine. Ah, fast, quick, hurry. Let me turn on my fan. So sorry. So sorry.
Also that I could be free.
I'm sorry. At least she went out on her own terms.
Did she?
Even if she didn't, you should honor her memory by enjoying the life she gave you.
Okay, now I understand why we're sitting here having this scene, because there's like a cutscene, like they're talking. Because you don't have to control it.
Don't know if y'all heard, Wutai's finally made a move against Shinra. Might be
I
war,
love
and as
these
Midgard's
so
been
much.
bumping
I don't think I've ever
down,
had the blue
Shinra's
bag.
gotta be on the ropes.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Celebrating ever.
I could eat an entire bag and not even feel guilty about it.
For the worse.
It's like when Sephiroth shows up. Nobody knows. On a related note, if war is officially declared, it will not be long before borders start closing. So, if you've got somewhere to be, you might want to get a wee shuffle on.
A wee shuffle on.
What the?
Oh, snap.
Sid? Hey, Sid?
I heard you the first time. Just sit tight. Everything's under control.
We are legit gonna crash land. We're gonna crash north.
Sid?
I said just sit tight. This beauty's maintained by an expert and piloted by a professional. Y'all are in good hands.
We're going down.
You sure? 'Cause I think that was the engine.
Get off my ass and sit tight like I told you.
Leave me alone.
What was it, altitude?
Oh man, we're screwed!
Wow, that sucks.
People. Hey. All right, brace for emergency landing.
I can't believe that's where he chose to go. They're not even wearing, they don't even have restraints. What kind of crazy little ride are you running here?
Away from.
You almost killed us!
He's laughing. You're insane. Totally insane. The sugar content? 21 grams of sugar for 16 pieces. That's not so bad. 16 pieces? That's, well, I guess that's like drink. How many grams of sugar is there in a can of Dr. Pepper? Yeah, they have hologram tech in no sequence. Are you kidding me? I feel like I remember this happening in the original. Something similar to this? Yeah, don't try this at home, kids.
Okay, let's start her up.
Oh, okay. This is where we can like on the water, right? We can't like fly because it's damaged, but
Sounds good.
Yeah, but the wings are still broken.
yeah, but we can like
What of it? Only one man has mastered the land, air, and sea. You're looking at it. You
he has
got
really
that?
pretty eyes.
Okay.
Vincent's
so,
probably like, ugh,
So you
what
can
have
think
I
of me
freaking
as
gotten
the
myself
captain of
into?
your ship. Strap on in and
It's
we'll
Vincent.
punch
He's
through
the bad
tunnel.
luck.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, now we can just
Let's
float
set
around.
sail. Straight through the ravine and on to Costa del Sol. And after that,
We tip it.
I don't want to go to Costa del Sol.
Sounds like a plan. We'll be there before you know it.
This is the worst chapter in the
Let's set
game.
course for Costa del Sol.
Ugh, I hate Costa del Sol.
Roger that. Full speed ahead.
Boo. Oh, how do you...
Mind filling
Okay.
us in on the keystone before we arrive?
I need a better camera angle.
What if we won't accept
Oh,
the
gosh.
convince
Are there,
us
like,
to develop
baddies in the water? No.
The reliquary, they called it. Pretty cool, eh? Now, according to company records,
Okay, I do remember this. Your tiny Bronco gets
Thought you said it was a
damaged,
saucer.
aye, I'm getting to that. Not a threat.
and you can, like, move around on shallow water, I think.
Closed as soon as it opened. But somewhere between
Go,
the
I'm pushing,
river
go.
and the windows, keystone vanished into thin air.
So it's not at the saucer?
You know where it went?
No, but I know a man who will. The former curator.
Deal.
Vincent Dio.
Let's just say.
And then Sid's like, how do you know Dio? As if Sid knows who Vincent is at all.
Only to be promoted again when the saucer took off. Made director in no time. Real rich.
I'm pushing down full speed ahead, and it's slowing me down. It's like, no, you need to listen to this cutscene. Take your time.
Did I hear right?
Listen.
You used to work with Shinra.
Can't make this cutscene go by too fast.
Them boys got their uses.
That's going to be a problem. You see, we don't take kind with friends.
I mean, technically, Cloud used to work for Shinra. He was soldier.
That tone of yours. Man who tries to lord his power over me is gonna wish he didn't.
Barrett could...
That's what's appealing about the skies. I'm all to myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can have their race in the gun.
I'm curious to see what this chapter involves, because I've now heard from multiple people that this is a long
I
chapter.
miss the wild blue yonder dearly.
How interesting. Okay. I guess we're going this direction. Oh, I see a beach.
And that his hotel's found its sea legs.
Oh, yeah, jump. Ah! Oh, I thought we were going to run into that rock.
Again, and is crying himself to sleep every night.
Freaking Johnny. Is he, like, waiting for us? Because... are we going to have to come back? I did not like Costa del Sol. That was my least favorite chapter, for sure.
Thank you for
23.5
choosing Bronco Cruises. We sincerely hope you enjoyed your trip with us.
hours to make it through Chapter
Cruises?
12.
I thought it was Bronco Airlines.
Not after
Well.
his wings got clipped.
I like that dog, rat, specimen.
Seriously, we really appreciate you ferrying us around.
You're most welcome. Hey, y'all are headed to the saucer, ain't you? I might could tag along.
I
Think
might
this
could tag
better?
along.
What do you think?
Of course.
Girl always knows just what to say. Am I right?
What is that behind you?
Shall we?
It looks like a very special chest that I want to
Wait a
open.
sec. Where's Vincent?
Up there.
He's like I'm part of your team, but I'm also not. Like I play by my own rules.
Alone.
Yeah.
As if one wasn't enough.
Barrett's like, gosh dang it!
Yeah. One's more than enough.
Look at Cloud being sassy and funny.
You mean me?
Cloud is my favorite. I love him so much. Sid inviting himself to join you at the Las Vegas of Rebirth. What a guy. Now that the tiny Bronco is able to cross the Meridian Ocean, you can fast travel to any location from the map. Really? Oh, hallelujah. Oh, and now there are new quests. Oh, what? I don't want to deal with those guys again. Okay. The attractions at the Gold Saucer have undergone a series of renovations, as have minigames available in other regions. Try revisiting familiar locations and seeing what new challenges await. Note that some minigames will not be updated until certain conditions are met. Oh, so like, this is when the rest of the game begins. Whoa, grasslands, really? Okay, so if I talk to, what is this? This looks very exciting. Did I just start a quest? Dang it.
Oh, no way. Hey,
It's a treasure map.
let me see that. This reeks of sea salt. And not the fresh kind either. This thing
is that?
smells ancient.
Really?
And it's just hanging out. Oh, it's a
Grant told me
map.
about
It's a
it
treasure map.
once. Long ago, when most folks spent their lives at sea, a war broke out between some pirates. I mean, how do you think they came up with Pirates Rampage? It's based on a true story. How about it? Want to hear?
Yeah. Why not?
Even the rat dog is an RPG character.
And hearken to my tale.
What?
Before
It makes no
steel
sense.
birds soared through the skies, and tracks wove across the land. Wooden ships are the primary means of travel. One such ship was crewed not by men, but monsters.
Listen, I love pirates.
High seas.
Pirates are super exciting. I love pirates.
Of war, these
But, like-
pirates emerged victorious, leaving crimson waters in their
Is that a Marlboro with a mustache and a pirate hat? And the flan! Pirate flan.
As for the king's treasure, ere his passing, he took his most prized possession, quartered it, and sealed those pieces away,
It's like a Land Rider.
along with his 4 finest mates, to forever stand by. Whatever he hid, this map should point us to the
Okay, so
location
it's a treasure
which its
hunt.
fragments rest. The spell he used to seal them away seems to have broken as well.
Well, yeah, because this chest was not there last time. It was just sitting there.
4 ferocious fiends yet standing our way.
Oh, you have to fight fiends.
Quite a fight.
And I, for one, can't wait!
Okay. Take to the open ocean with the tiny Bronco and follow the treasure map to recover the long-lost relics of the Pirate King. Once you've assembled all 4 pieces, you can transmute a powerful accessory once used by this fabled swashbuckler. What? Okay. Okay, that was something. Welcome to chapter 12, the major chapter of minigames. Are you serious? Is that what happens to Charmander when his tail goes out? He just goes out completely? I did not know that. Okay, so if I want to go to...
You ready to jet?
Oh, wait. I don't have to actually talk to Sid. I can just go to the main map and I can just like pick a spot, pick a place. Oh, that's Costa del Sol. Oh, that's where I am. Okay. Is there a... There has to be a piano here, right? Oh, I think I see a music note. Biff. Andrew and I taught at, we taught Sunday school when we were, gosh, we taught like 8-year-old kids Sunday school. And we had a little girl that went by Biff, the name Biff. It was just a nickname she had. She was great. I loved her. But yeah, she went by Biff. I'm almost positive her brother was autistic, I think. And I think she emulated a lot of his behaviors. I do not believe she was autistic. Oh, there is a piano. How did I miss it last time? I remember I was looking for it. What? Come on, Cloud. Jump with your giant sword. Oh. It is in there?
Figured I could make a killing scavenging sushi.
Oh. I went in the back way. Yay! We found it! Oh, we're in like a bar. There are a lot of people listening. Oh, no. Okay, let me talk to you because I did Aerith's theme and I got an A. Binding materia. Oh.
Mellifluous melodies are
So that's like... That's like...
Thank you for sharing such joy with the world. I hope you
What's
will
it called?
enchant
That's
us
like,
with even more splendid performances.
silence or whatever. Magnetic boots would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I have to make sure she's not. Hey, it's Mac! There's a Pokemon episode that focuses on a Charmander caught in the rain, and it breaks my heart watching the little guy. That's so sad. I did not know that. Okay, let's play the piano. My favorite minigame. Yeah, I told her if you have to go to the bathroom, say, Mama, I need to go potty. Barrett's theme. How is this? Okay. I'm thinking I know Barrett's theme. With all these people yelling, how am I supposed to focus? Oh no, this is gonna be bad. I know this song. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. I thought they were gonna have to play all those notes. This is fabulous piano. Oh. Oh my gosh, I love it. What? Why is it off? That makes no sense. Oh, that's so weird. Are people fighting behind me? Everybody shut up and listen to me. I'm playing the piano. What? That was so bad. That was it? That was it. That was the end. Okay, is it just me, or did they go jazzy, or was I playing it wrong so it made it sound like it was jazzy? It was really, really weird. Well, at least I got an A on it. I have to do it one more time, but I do have to go get Charlotte from the bus here in a second, so I will... Wait. Okay, wait. Let me talk to what's-his-face. Why is Aerith's theme red? Oh. Question, if I play Aerith's theme, will it be Cloud, or does it suddenly pull Tifa out of... I am not. I'm not, but I've played a lot of those rhythm games, and I also did play piano when I was younger. My mom played piano all my life, but I am definitely a music person. I am a musical person, so rhythms and beats and things like that. So when you put the rhythms and beats and video games together, I've played quite a few rhythm games like that.
Sound in all the world than the voice of a humble piano.
I really, really liked... Oh, I got a warding materia. Whoop, whoop. I really liked that piano rendition, but I feel like it went... Oh, it's whatever character you choose.
Thank you for sharing such joy with the world.
Are you serious?
You've mastered all of our pieces. Well done. On behalf of the association,
Wait. All of our pieces. So I have all the music in the game?
I'd like you to have this too. An expression of my own personal admiration.
Oh, press triangle to swap characters. Can I play as Red?
At a young age.
Oh, Dorian, play it for me, baby.
And so sounds
Oh, it's the battle theme.
The chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, the trickling of rain. Each a melody unto itself. Each a ray of light that pierced the darkness and brought color to the pitch black world in which I had come to live.
Oh my gosh.
By playing the piano, I learned to speak from the heart in the language
He's playing this insane song while he's like talking.
Light with the world. And I hope that I may continue sharing
I love this rendition.
Spreading the joy of music to all who will listen.
Oh my gosh. You're going down next time. Oh, that was somebody else. He's like, whoo, I feel winded.
Written on this page is the music
that was really stupid.
That illuminates my world. I've no
it's
doubt
the
that
battle.
in time you will learn to harness its light. May you grace
no
the
way. It's
ivories
gonna kick my
with
butt.
your
There's no way.
dexterous touch, and weave your
This is like
enchanting
going from like beginner to expert. Like that. I can almost scared. Okay. Inspired by Cloud and Tifa's performances, Aerith and Yuffie have also decided to try their hands at tickling the ivories. Tickling the ivories till they bleed. Yes, I'd rather be called Deadly for my Killer's Show Tune medley. Way down in my heart, I got a dream. Okay, I have to go get Charlotte from the bus, and then we will come back and we will try. It's gonna be bad. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask that question. I was gonna say, it's 3:10. I just got a text from my sister. My sister had a date last night, and it wasn't like a terrible date, but the guy was definitely not. He didn't ask her like a single question about herself, and I was like, okay, don't you go on a date to like get to know somebody? Lord. Okay, she's not. Her bus isn't. Socks off. Okay, so this is the battle. Oh, what did you say? Yeah, let me move my piano. I'm gonna move myself down. Boop, down here in the corner. Okay. Oh, so like Barrett isn't gonna play, but okay. It's fine. I prefer that. Let's do. Does it tell you how hard it is? Oh yeah, it has five, count them, 5 music notes. Bad situation. Okay, let me check where Charlotte's bus is. We should have time to do this. At least one time. This is gonna be bad. Oh, that's fast! Oh, bad! Oh, I'm, okay, hold on. We're gonna redo it. We're gonna try again. Okay. We're gonna try it again. I was not ready. I'm missing the left hand. Oh my gosh! Metronome's never going away. I'm jazzing it up because I can't. Oh! Oh my gosh. can't believe I'm actually hitting these notes. It sounds like I'm jazzing up because I'm hitting the notes at the wrong time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to start over. I'm 100% gonna have to start over. I cannot keep my eyes on. I cannot. I can't keep my eyes on the. I can't keep my eyes on the left hand and the right hand at the same time. Okay. All these people yelling. This is so fast. Almost. Stupid metronome. I want to hear the song. Dang it. Oh my gosh, Cloud, you're screwing it up. Yeah, it's Cloud. Oh my gosh. How long is this song? Oh my gosh, that was crazy! What did I get? I got a B! I got a B. Could have been worse. I could have failed. Could have gotten a C. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Oh yeah, you're right. No, Barrett has a gun for an arm. I am an idiot. Wow. Okay, I got a B. I feel like if I practice, I could potentially get an A. I just have to, oh yes, hello, Red. I just have to actually, like, practice. Okay, now I have to go grab my child from the bus. So I'm gonna get, that was so bad. I'm gonna go to my Be Right Back screen. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. I'm gonna go back to my Be Right Back screen, get Words on Stream started for you guys. I'll go grab Charlotte. I will be right back. Okay, thank you guys so much for your patience. I appreciate it so much. Got the girls all set up with their stuff. We're gonna do this song one more time because I love this song. And I want to, is this all the music in the game? Like, are these all the piano pieces? Because there is an empty space underneath Let the Battles Begin. But, I don't want to Google it and have things spoiled for me. So I want to hear, like, I'm not going to be, it's all the piano pieces you're going to get. Oh, like all the piano pieces I can like find. We're going to try it one more time. It's only 1 minute and 42 seconds. Aerith's theme was longer than that. Also 2 legs. Also, oh no, Cinco de Chocobo. Aerith's theme was, it seems like a really long time. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it again. I can't keep my eyes on the left hand. I could do it if it was all the right hand, for sure. Okay. I do not got this. What? I'm literally guessing on the left hand. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I got that one chord. Oh my gosh. It's happening so fast. There is one more piano song, but it's super hard to get. Oh, okay. What did I get? I still got a B. Dang it. I really want to hear that whole song, man. All right, that is one I will have to practice because I know I can get an A on it. I just have to practice it. And practicing it in front of you guys is not going to work because I just get nervous. I really, really, really want to hear that whole piano version because I love piano versions of songs. Okay, I found that last piano piece. Ooh, out of the way, everybody. Let's go.
Look at these chickens.
Oh, heck no, I'm not playing you. Nope, absolutely not. Okay, so I kind of assume that, like, right now is probably... Oh, I did do better? Oh, it didn't feel like it. The problem is when the music starts getting better, it's like, I just want to listen to music. I don't want to focus on what I'm playing, you know? So I start to get thrown off when they throw all those other notes in there. So I assume this is probably one of those chapters where... It's kind of like, oh, look at this. We've opened up all this fast travel for you, and we've opened up new quests for you. So now's your chance to get super buffed up before you head to this temple or whatever. That's certainly what it seems like to me. Oh yeah, I guess you can play that anywhere without people screaming at you, can't you? You can play in a quiet place. Absolutely. I was like, this is so distracting. Rapscallions. Pretty sure she calls... Pretty sure Mabel calls somebody that in Gravity Falls. I think she calls, is it Gideon? Rapscallion? I can't remember, but she's like, oh, you rapscallion. So now we have new quests that have opened up in all the different places. Not new intel, right? Just new quests. Now, once I go to the gold saucer. Hey, it's GB! Listen, man, you can lurk while making dinner anytime you want. Anytime you want. If I go into the gold saucer, I imagine they don't let you out of the gold saucer. Like, once you go in and actually get the whole thing started, whatever it is that we're doing. If we're dealing with Dio, it is going to be mini game central or like gold saucer. He's going to be like, oh yes, I'll give you that key if you can beat all my mini games. That's what he's going to say. And that's what he's going to do. When you go to gold saucer, it will trigger the story stuff. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do? It's not what I think? Okay, good. Because I was going to say. I don't think there's anything that I I don't think there's anything I really need to do anywhere. I mean, I've done quests. Okay, so that shows you how many quests are all there. Everyone's smiley faces? Yes. Where's everyone? How do you do that? Oh. I think the only person that's not happy is Yuki, and I'm okay with that. I don't care about Yuki. Where is Vincent? Like, oh, we're in Corel. We, like, left Vincent back in Costa del Sol, so he is gone. I don't care if Yuffie likes me or not. I don't really like Yuffie, frankly. So, that's cool. Yeah. I kind of assumed everybody was going to be relatively happy and Yuffie was going to be mildly happy, and I was going to be like, that's fine. I don't really care. Whatever, Yuffie. Also, I really love Barrett's theme a lot. Barrett's theme is a good one.
Please come back, Mr. Birdie.
Mr. Birdie.
Mr. Birdie, it's time for dinner. Mr. Birdie.
Where are these children's parents / why are they not in school? They're everywhere we go, they're just children just running all over the place. So now I'm curious what I should do now. If I should spend today's stream, like the rest of today's stream, if I should spend doing side quests or if I should just go straight to the story. Yeah, Corel doesn't strike me. They probably have one of those like one-room schoolhouses, you know what I mean? I'm thinking like Holes, you know, like what's her name? Kissing Kate Barlow, teaching in one-room schoolhouse. You know what I mean? School's been closed. Just learn as you explore. Just have your, yeah. Also, my sister had this date last night where the guy didn't ask her literally a single question about herself. It was just a weird date. And so she told him today. She was like, I feel like there wasn't really much of a connection because I feel like you didn't have any desire to get to know me. And apparently he said, I get to know people over time. It's like, okay, well then maybe you should like ask, like, maybe you should, yeah, if you need to act like you want to get to know me over time. Whatever, man. Whatever. Oh, I don't want spoilers, but, oh, there's a quest in Gongaga. What is that one? Where, the Protorelic in Gongaga? Like this music a lot. It's really, really good. Yeah. Corel. Okay. What am I doing? World map. Gongaga. Is it a quest or is it the Protorelic? I know. How? Osmosis? Talk to people, sir. I don't know. She text messaged me last night and she was like, well, my date didn't go great. It wasn't bad. It was just odd. And I immediately called her and was like, talk to me. Oh. I have not gone down this way, and then I also have not activated this Moogle thing, so I don't have anywhere to warp to. I cannot figure out how to get to this Protorelic. It's got to be above me. Because when I... You know what? We'll warp here. What is the... What is the chocobo power? Oh, it's the mushrooms. Yeah, so I thought I was, like, on my way. I was like, oh, sweet. I'm climbing up these rocks. Climbing up these rocks. Gonna find a proto-relic. Climbing up these rocks. Wait a minute. Climbing up these rocks? I need a flashlight. Torch? Yep. Lantern. Okay, there's nothing over there. Cool. And then you climb up here. This music is phenomenal. Best. So good. So then you climb up here, and it's like, yeah, cool. So the proto-relic is like... See, he can roll. It's like right here. So it's got to be a... Is it below me? Oh, there's a new side quest here? Somebody did tell me about the proto-relic quest here, though. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Alchemist? Ow! Nope. I don't know if it is like a... I don't know if it's above me? It looks like it's above me on the map. It looks like it's like on the top. But I don't know how to get up there. I have tried. Oh, there's stairs. Oh, so it's down. Oh, man. I didn't even think about that until right the second. Stairs. Over here? Yes. Stairs. Oh, everybody bunching up all together. They lead. Oh, come on, bird. This music is phenomenal. This choco. Oh, jeez. Listen, I don't want to ruin anybody's day. Like, I just want to get to where I need to go. I don't want to fight anybody. Stairs over here? No, there are not any stairs. There are stairs? Where? Okay, for the sake of time, are the stairs... Okay. Are the stairs, like, on this... Oh, what is this? Are those stairs? No. Those are, like, things that are in the water. Are the stairs up near, like, the entrance? Or, wait. There's stairs going down, which is more toward the southern edge. So, like, down here? Kind of? Oh, shoot. Over here? I was close to it with the cursor. I've learned not to be so staunch on this is the way I operate. I don't do this, and I don't say that. You mean as far as, like, what do you mean? Oh, right. Here. Okay. I'm gonna put a thing here so I know where I'm going, because I'm so turned around. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, there's a chest. Oh, multiple chests. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, obviously, this guy just wasn't. I don't know. He and my sister just didn't vibe. Just didn't vibe. That's okay. Luckily, though, I was like, I'm just glad that you know how much... Oh, there's a door. Wait. Stairs? What? Are they behind him? Stairs. Alex? I'm just glad my sister realizes that she is absolutely worth more than trying to convince some dude to ask her questions. Like, if you're not interested in getting to know me, what do we have here? We don't have anything. Oh! Oh my gosh, I found it. Thank you, guys.
Wait a second.
security is still active, but I should be able to disable it remotely. One moment. This appears to be a Shinra training facility. One of several in the region.
Out here in Gungaga? That's news to
Whoa,
me.
Red, you're already down the
Official
stairs.
records were curated to remove all mention of them some time ago. They were last used by General Affairs auditing. I've created fake IDs for all of you. Now, shall we see what
I've
awaits us
just
inside?
created fake IDs for all of you. That would be awesome to do. No, it's not. That's illegal, Susie. Stop talking. No, just don't. But in situations like this, that is very helpful. Thank you, Chadley. Fake IDs are not, should not be your go-to thing. Yeah, my sister definitely knows. I'm just grateful my sister knows her worth and knows that she's worth more than trying to like beg somebody to, no.
Confirming personnel data. ID GAI 224. Affiliation, General Affairs, Auditing, Subclassification, Turks.
Nice. Okay.
Welcome to the Turks training facility.
What?
Zung!
Dude, we haven't seen Reno this entire game.
High-risk situations. Failure is tantamount to death. Even here, act as though your lives are on the line. Without further ado, I'll brief you on your mission. Calm's Bailey has been breached by armed insurgents, allowing hordes of fiends to overrun the town.
Who the heck is that?
Your military is on site. The enemy is utilizing the chaos to establish a foothold. Our mission is to pinpoint their leader's location and apprehend him as soon as possible. This exercise will begin as soon as you are ready. Good luck.
Okay, so I'm supposed to...
But I did pick up Protorelic readings during that mission briefing just now.
So, in other words?
In other words, to secure it, you need only lay waste to your simulated enemies.
Is this like a virtual battle? Oh no. Complete VR mission at the Turks' various training facilities to extract the encrypted Protorelic data. Okay, so these are real battles. Awesome. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I was just thinking, is this gonna put me into like a Fort Condor type situation, or is this like a legitimate oh, like just being stubborn about how you're willing to engage with someone only constrains you.
Engage the monster threat.
Oh shoot, oh I thought we were fighting him for a second. I was like, okay. All these guys are like nothing. I say as I get hit. I was just like, look, when my sister told me that last night, I was just like, yeah, you just don't, like, you don't need to mess around with somebody that obviously isn't really interested in getting to know you. Oh, that was a weakness on both. And that's okay. Like, obviously, he just has a different way of doing things, and my sister was like, we just didn't really connect. I've got to save my, what is it called? My MP? No, don't do that! Nope, that's not what I wanted. Burn. Yeah. Burn as you run into... He's gonna chuck a boulder at me. Oh, I was trying to counter. Look at him, he's just hanging onto his boulder. That is a nice boulder. Look at this boulder. That is a nice boulder. Oh, these are bad things. Okay. Okay. Okay, which one do we kill first? I don't even know. Oh, things are still happening. Okay. Oh, gosh. Shoot, I'm so hesitant to use any, like, actual abilities with MP because I'm worried that... Oh, that's awesome. Because I'm afraid that... Oh! That was crazy! Everybody pile on him! Yeah, do it! Get him, Derry! Okay, awesome. What's yours? Okay. He's angry. Wildfire. Nobody has... Okay. Is he weak to one more than the other?
Time to burn.
Can't tell. So watch her spirit. Wouldn't want to be you. I'm 16. Doesn't matter, buddy. We'll do some real firing later. Yeah. Oh, see? And that, like, lifted him up, like, in the air. Sad situation. Fort Con don't. Amen to that. Oh, that is a bad move. Oh!
Deal with that.
Okay, I can get you from afar, so...
Last line of defense. He must be close. Don't let him escape.
Oh dear. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be something oh, nope. Or these are like... okay. I have a limit, so that's awesome. Let's get the Thunder Claw. Have I come into contact with a Thunder Claw before? Yeah. He has no weaknesses. Okay. Status effects? Like bio? Pray tell? Yeah. Did he just get him? Whoa, that went so fast. That was amazing. Hey. You successfully arrested the insurgent leader. Heck yes, I did. I took down those grassland wolves. The voice actor who voiced Reno in Remake passed away at the same time the game came out, so that's why his role in this game is what it is. What? He passed away? He was so young.
Mission complete.
How did that happen? That's awful.
But you performed adequately.
Are we just never gonna see Reno again?
Against Shinra, following an incident roughly 8 years ago.
Oh, the Japanese voice actor.
His
I was
home
like,
was stolen
what?
from him.
I mean, even
There
still.
are many who hold grudges against the company, and it is our job to remove these seeds of trouble before they take root. This facility will enter power-saving mode. Once you have retrieved your provisions...
Shortest date Wolf ever had lasted 8 minutes. We said hello, introduced ourselves, and I asked what he did for work. His answer was so incredibly racist that I stood up and walked out. Didn't say another word.
Whoa, at the Protorelics?
What?
While the image is still
Good for you.
quite unstable, the implication is staggering.
Wow, that's crazy.
The Protorelic has been digitized and stored within the simulation.
Can we get it out?
I've never had an
Without more
experience
data,
like that.
I can't say for certain. Let's head to the next
I
facility.
kind of shot
I'll
myself in the
continue
foot
my
when it came to
analysis there.
dating because I dated this older kid when I was in high school, and then I dated that older kid when I was in high school, and then when I got out of high school, I dated just a teeny bit, but I kind of dated him after I graduated high school as well. We dated for a while, and then I kind of went on a couple dates with some people. But then when Andrew got home from his mission, he'd served a mission for our church for 2 years, and we immediately started dating. We'd known each other for like 4 years, but we started dating and then we got married. So I really didn't like super socially date, and I feel really bad that online dating is such a thing because I know that it's really hard, and I know it's frustrating. That's what my sister's doing, and it is really frustrating, and I just wish there was some other way, but okay, we're gonna those dumb frogs. 8 minutes, wow. being like, yeah, nope, this isn't gonna work for me. It's crazy. Some people, man. I don't know. We live in a world where there's a whole lot of pride and people do not want to admit that they are wrong or that what they said was offensive or whatever. And oh, rabbits. Right there. Yep, rabbits taking trinkets. Get it. Get it. How is his work racist? Unsure if I'm allowed to ask this without offending half of humanity. Well, this isn't Wolf saying this. She's quoting somebody. He said, I work at blah blah construction. Been there for a year. I'd be a project manager by now if the bad word Hispanics, not the word he used, would quit taking all the jobs. I left. Oh, jeez. Whoa, whoa. I'm sorry. Did I not get the... Oh, did I miss it? There we go. Yeah, that's a really awful thing to say. I probably would have been really taken aback by that as well. What? Did you just say that? Some great people, man. What is that? Oh, that's a baddie. Have I been in here before? I think I have. Oh, yeah. I thought that Protorelic was above me. I was wrong. Well, and like, what a crazy thing to say to somebody that you just met. Like, that you're just now meeting for the first... I don't know. That's something that is an awful thing to say. That's just... What a first line. Come out of the gate just automatically hating on an entire race of people. It's awful. That's really awful. Maybe you're not a project manager after a year because A, you lack experience, and B, you're a turd bucket. Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of people don't realize that they are the problem and they don't want to internalize that it could potentially be them. I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people that have a lot of issues and they want to constantly blame other people for their issues, but they have never looked internally and thought, maybe the problem is me. Like when you find somebody that's been married like 4 different times and they're like, oh, I just don't know, I don't understand, I just can't find a good man. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that is your entire problem. I think there might be other problems. I mean, just a hunch. But most of the time when you've been through that many marriages in particular, that's probably not the issue. There are probably other issues there, like you probably are part of the problem as well. Case in point, my brother just went through a divorce, which is awful, and I feel so awful about it, and I wish that wasn't the case. My brother definitely is not perfect. He has his issues, but so does my ex-sister-in-law. But she does not like to be told that she should also probably like look into going into therapy and things like that. That makes her very, very angry because she doesn't feel like she's the problem. And I disagree. I think a marriage takes 2 people that have to work together, and it cannot always be the other person's fault. It just can't be. It just can't be. Because if the other person is legitimately trying and you just constantly claim, oh, well, no, it's only their fault. My mom had the same issue. My mom and my dad went to marriage. Main character energy. This week's main character. My mom and my dad would go to... Oh, there's creepy things in the dark. They would go to like marriage counseling. My mom and my dad were not very happy, and a lot of it was because my mom had a lot of issues, and my dad is not perfect either. Like my dad definitely was not perfect, is not a perfect person, But anytime my mom would say, well, I feel like we're, and my mom, may she rest in peace. I love my mom. But even as a kid, I was like, I feel like there are things here that are happening that it cannot just be only Dad's fault. Dad is not the only person here, because this is two people that are working together at something, and it cannot just be only his fault. It just can't. It just, because like, I watched my dad. I knew my dad. I watched my dad do things. He was a good dad. It was also a different time, so a lot of husbands weren't as involved with their children back when I was a little kid. That is one thing that really warms my heart these days, is seeing dads really step up and be involved in their kids' lives. Nobody on the planet's perfect, you're right. It's like I read somewhere, DJBJ says, it's like I read somewhere, if Bob has a problem with Bill, Bob has a problem with Joe, and Bob has a problem with Jane, chances are Bob is the problem. Or like if you have a friend that's like, oh, or if you meet somebody that's like, oh, well, all my friends just really hate my boyfriend, so I don't talk to my friends anymore. Chances are your boyfriend's probably a terrible person. If all your friends can't stand him, the problem is not your friends. The problem is your boyfriend. And that goes for friends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, all that stuff. Like, that many people, it's one thing if like you have one friend that's like, ew, I don't really like him, but all your other friends are like, I don't have a problem. But if you have all your friends that are like, I can't stand being around your boyfriend, and so you decide to cut off all contact with your friends and stay with your boyfriend, no, that's terrible. But my mom would say to my dad, I think we should do marriage counseling. And so my dad would be like, okay, I'll do marriage counseling. So they'd spend all this time talking about all the issues my dad had and all these things. And then the counselor would say, all right, let's talk about, well, how do you react in these situations? And they would turn to my mom, and my mom would immediately be like, I don't want to go back and see them again. She wasn't willing to internalize that she was part of the problem. And the fact that she would do this thing that a lot of women do, where they think their husbands / boyfriends / girlfriends, whatever, are going to automatically know what they want. And then they have these expectations that they never communicate. And then they get angry when those expectations aren't met, as if I'm literally supposed to read your mind. Nobody can read your mind. My mom was really bad at that. She was really, really bad at communicating with my dad. And she would expect things. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. And I talked a lot to my dad about, with my dad a lot about this kind of stuff when my mom moved out here, because when she moved in with me, I suddenly was experiencing all the same things that my dad had been experiencing when he lived, when they were married. And it was a really eye-opening experience, because I suddenly realized what my dad had been through, because my mom was not perfect and she did struggle with things, and she had really high expectations about things. And then she would like not communicate them and then get angry when those expectations weren't met. And I was like, you can't be that way. Nobody functions that way. Nobody can read your mind. Just tell me what you are looking for, or tell me what you want. Well, you should just know. How? We're gonna interrogate him.
Correct.
Okay, I wasn't even paying attention.
It seems unlikely that the insurgents'
Okay,
ultimate objective
story about that. And I don't want to miss what Sung is saying. So I had a client one time that was an only child, and she was really, really spoiled. She left me my first ever positive review on my lash extensions through like Yelp. And so she had a special place in my heart. But the more I worked on her, I was like, you are a spoiled child. And you kind of drive me crazy. Like, I'm sure you probably have lots of great qualities, but you are kind of toxic. You're kind of a toxic person. She told me she was on this on and off relationship with a boyfriend that lived out of town. And she said, one year, she was one of those, well, he should just know what I want for my birthday. How? You are setting yourself up for so much disappointment if you're not going to communicate what you want. The other day, I was like, Charlotte, Mother's Day's coming up. I have some things for you to like tell Papa. Because when you have kids, you can do that. But anyway, so she was like, for Christmas one year, my boyfriend, or no, she called him, okay, here's your first red flag. She called him the idiot. She wouldn't call him her boyfriend. She wouldn't call him her significant other. She wouldn't call him her partner. She called him the idiot. Every time she talked about him, she was like, well, I got a call from the idiot the other day. And I started to learn that this was her on and off boyfriend. Okay, there's the first problem. She said, he was really excited about a Christmas present he was going to get me. And he kept talking it up and he was really excited about it. And so I got excited about it. And he got me this ugly lamp that he thought I would love. And she said it was hideous. It was so hideous. I hated it. And I said, well, what did you do? And she said, well, of course I kept it. I still have it. And I said, why do you still have it? And she said, because every time I look at it, it reminds me of what an idiot he is. And I was like, I finally did say something. I was like, why would you do, like, did you, and then I did say something like, well, did you tell him what you wanted? And that's when she said, no, he should just know what I want. And I was like, I don't understand this mentality. Yes, there are times where I wish my husband would just automatically do something because he notices. I think the idea behind that kind of behavior is I want you to notice that I'm struggling and say, tell you what, I'll take on dinner tonight and I'll do bedtime tonight. You go and play your game in bed. Instead of me going, hey, I am super overwhelmed. Can you take dinner tonight and do bedtime tonight so I can just go decompress for a second? Those are two very different things. And I have to remind myself that it's not that one is better than the other, but I think sometimes women in particular want to be noticed in that way. And so sometimes I do find myself feeling slightly resentful when I have to go to Andrew and be like, hey, I need you to do dinner tonight. I want him to just pick up on I want him to take the initiative and be like, she looks like she's really struggling. I'm not really doing anything right now. I'll do dinner. Instead of me having to actually ask him. That's something that's happened in our relationship before. And we've talked about it. And it's not a very nice thing to do on my part. I just have to kind of be okay with just being like, okay, all right, you're not going to read my mind. I totally get that. But that whole mentality of being like, well, he should just know. I was just like, this relationship, I don't even know this guy. And I feel so awful for him but at the same time, I'm also like, why is he still hanging around with you? Why would he not be like, this girl is freaking crazy. I'm out. Both of you are worth more than that. And you can go find other people. You can go find somebody else that puts you on a pedestal because that's obviously what you want. And he can go find somebody that isn't such a child. But obviously they were both children. It was just totally insane. I cannot imagine legitimately thinking that and being like, well, he should just know. I'm like, how? If you're never going to tell him, how? Andrew and I went to the Virgin Islands years ago with his dad. It was right around the time I got the job working at the eyelash extension salon. And, hey, it's Percy! I'm starting to think please read my mind is a widespread cause of bad things. Oh, across the table. We just need to open communication. Open communication. We need to communicate with people. When people stop communicating, that's when bad things happen. That's when divorce happens. That's when war happens. That's when all sorts of things break down. We need to communicate with one another, and we need to be adult enough to have conversations that might be hard instead of just running away from those conversations. And sometimes those conversations are with ourselves, like looking internally and being like, I am part of this problem. But I remember I went to the Virgin Islands with Andrew because it was on his dad's dime and all that stuff. So we went out and I wanted some jewelry, and I was like, I really want to get a necklace to like commemorate and remember being out here. And Andrew was like, okay, I'll keep my eyes open, and every single time he found a necklace, he'd be like, do you like this one? They were terrible. And I was like, do you not know my taste at all? And he would be like, I don't know, I thought you liked that one. And I would be like, no, I'm not really interested in that one. I didn't say that's awful. Why did you choose that? But I was like, no, that's not really my style. And then I would find something that was my style and I'd be like, I kind of like this one though. And Andrew would be like, really? And it was just such an eye-opening experience. I was just like, man, he does not know my taste at all. And granted, we hadn't been married for like, I mean, we've been married for a long time at this point, but we'd still been married for a while. And so it was really shocking to me. And I finally just realized I legitimately do. I have to tell him what it is I want. And I just have to be okay with that because communication is good. And we have to communicate. Paladrin says, my wife's friend has had a few boyfriends we tended to not like. So she tends to ask my wife / us about future candidates. I'm the type to remember things people say they want and anticipate needs. I forget others aren't and I get bummed by it, but I recognize it is more of a me problem than anything, though not exclusively. Some people are better at it than others. But nonverbal cues can be really hard to pick up on. And so sometimes, like a lot of times you just have to just say something and say, hey, these are the things I'd really like for my birthday, or these are the things that I'd really like for Mother's Day, or these are the things that, the unexpected things I needed to hear on Twitch. It's all about communication. Relationships cannot work if there is no communication. And that was part of the problem with my brother and my sister-in-law. I feel like communication was weird because my sister-in-law had a lot of like trauma and a lot of craziness in her life. And communication was limited because my brother didn't want to upset her. And so he didn't say certain things. And that's a problem. When you feel like you're walking around on eggshells around somebody that you really care about, but you feel like you can't bring up an important thing because they're just going to be like, well, now I'm triggered or whatever. Listen, your triggers are your own problem. They're not my problem. I'm trying to communicate with you. And that is something you need to work on so that you don't get triggered. I have a really hard time with the whole triggered thing because I'm like, look, all of us, and I'm not saying that people can't have reactions. I'm just saying that's not my problem. If you have a trigger, if you have a problem, that is fine, but you need to go work on that. You can't just be like, well, you can't trigger me that way. Well, maybe you should go get help for your trauma. No, I'm not the problem here. You need to tiptoe around me. No. That is not how this works. I have also experienced bad things in my life, but when you react to something, you still have a choice. It may be a hard choice, but you still have a choice. And that was a big problem with my brother because, bye Hayes, thank you so much for being here. You just have to, I don't know. I have a really hard time with the whole, like, I just felt really triggered. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But once again, that's not really my problem. I don't know you very well. Like especially if it's somebody that you know really well and you say something that you know could potentially be upsetting, that's one thing. But if you meet somebody randomly, like if you're on a date or whatever, and they say, well, I just felt really triggered. I'm like, okay, I don't even know you. How am I supposed to know what your triggers are? Come on. We need to, like, we need to work on these things so we can have adult conversations with people and not fly off the handle and be like, well, you triggered me. Okay. It's kind of exhausting. But anyway, so that was kind of a big problem between my brother and my ex-sister-in-law. There were she liked to use that term a lot and say, well, I just felt really triggered because blah, blah, blah. But then there was never it was always my brother's fault, but she was the one that had some things that she had to internalize that she just chose not to.
Which leaves us with some questions.
And like I said, my brother's not perfect either.
Can answer.
But, you know what I mean? Hey, it's Padawan!
What? Why?
Why would he do that?
A productive interrogation revealed to us the truth.
I hate this.
That calm was only intended to be a diversion.
Oh, as a diversion.
Junon's weapon system. Suffice it to say, their plan worked. Consequently,
okay,
they have seized control of our autonomous sentry units.
I'm only like half paying attention to this.
The mechanical threat. Best of luck to you out there.
So now are we just supposed to fight baddies again?
So their mechs were hijacked and turned against them?
Yeah, we were just talking about toxic behaviors. My sister had a not so great date last night. Not that it was toxic, but
it is a core tenet of Turk's doctrine that one must anticipate and prepare for every contingency.
Yeah. They're never never caught flat-footed, that's for sure.
So we're just gonna fight. Yeah, I didn't really think so. I just don't want to. Like choose the wrong answer and like be turned out of the facility or whatever. Everybody has been through something awful. Everybody has experienced crazy.
They know you're coming. The rest is up to you.
The same thing just happened. I was thinking, oh, are we gonna fight her? Oh, I hate these things. Oh. Okay, I need to be Barrett because he can at least shoot them like from afar. What are their? These things are the freaking worst. Okay. And I think that's my problem with a lot of these, like, okay. I think that's my problem with a lot of the kind of complaints these days, where I see a lot of like Instagram videos or whatever of people complaining about life is hard or whatever, is the fact that I don't appreciate when people start to like trauma, like compare trauma and try to basically be like, well, I'm more traumatized than you. I don't feel like that's fair. I think everybody has the right to feel traumatized or scared or, you know, something terrible happened to them or whatever. Oh, what? Get around behind you? How do, Oh, it's pressured. While in the state, it will erect a barrier in front of it and counterattack. I'm someone who has a hard time picking up... Oh, no, I did read that. I just didn't read it out loud. I'm sorry. So I can't be someone you just expect to just know. You just have to... Yeah. Like I said, communication is key. Oh, he's going to counterattack every time. Maybe I can...
You're up. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that was good. I forgot about that. Oh, gosh. I just don't think it's very fair to be like, well, I'm more traumatized than you. You know what I mean? Everybody has things that they're dealing with. Everybody has things that have happened to them in their lives. And I just don't feel like it's fair to be like, oh, well, I hurt more. And especially when you don't really know a person, you don't know what they've been through either. Maybe they've just made the choice to kind of move on from that. And that's also okay. So I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest issue I have, is when people start to act like they're more... I don't know. You guys know what I mean. Play with fire. Oh, we staggered him. I hate these things. These things are awful.
Large number of hostiles headed your way.
Large number of hostiles. Oh, this isn't so bad. Okay. There are just lots of them. Do those things, like, yeah, they do. They, like, go between them. Oh, static shock all the way. Yep, just over and over and over again. Yep. Large number of hostiles. Large hostiles? Oh, no, he has a limit. Okay. Everybody has static shock. That's good. Oh, no. Oh, that's like... All of Barrett's are different. They're all different names. He apologizes. Sorry I have to do this to you. Sorry for beating you up. What is wrong with Cloud? Oh, he's okay now. If someone tries to engage in the Trauma Olympics, thank you. That's what it is. The Trauma Olympics. Like, well, you may have experienced this, but I've experienced this. And it's like, okay, all right. What do you want? A medal saying that, do you want me to say, oh, yep, you're a whole lot more traumatized than me? We've all been traumatized. Like, all of us have had crappy things happen. Oh, I hate these things. I need to cure. Oh my gosh, cure yourself. Cure yourself. And I just think that's an important thing to remember, that everybody has been through crappy things, and it's important for us to be respectful of that and not just assume that, you know, somebody has, I don't know. Okay, I'm all cured. Oh, it's time for a limit.
Any last words?
You take that! Oh no, he didn't do it. I thought he was gonna do it.
Well, you certainly showed.
Yeah, if someone tries to engage in Trauma Olympics, that's a quick out for me. Wish them the best, but I just can't do that.
You should take the night off. You deserve it.
You deserve it. That's not box. That's not how Elena sounds, but that's kind of what it reminded me of. I have an aunt that tries to win the gold medal every time. We don't talk much. People also do that with stress or with being tired. I've noticed too. There are some people I've talked to that are literally just like, every time I talk to them, they're like, oh, I'm just so stressed out. I just have so many things I'm trying to do, and I've got this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And there's just never any positivity that comes from them, and I'm kind of like, okay, what do you want me to say? Oh wow, yep, you're a whole lot more stressed out than I am. Like, what kind of answer do you want? And some people, that's just, they don't really know how to make conversation any other way, and so they just don't really know what else to talk about. And some people really do feel like they're just trying to like throw out how stressed they are because they just really want you to know how stressed they are. And I'm like, just being an adult is stressful, man. We're all stressed out, you know? Which is why I feel kind of bad when I'm like, being a mom is so hard and I feel so stressed out all the time. Because I'm not the only one. Every mom feels this way. Every parent feels this way. Every adult feels this way. Being an adult is stressful. It just is, man.
Talk about a pain in the
And
butt.
there's not a lot we can do about it. We just kind of have to change our mindset and be like, all right, being an adult can be really stressful. How am I going to find a way to deal with this instead of just going around and complaining about it all the time? Everybody is stressed out. All the adults are stressed out. Man, I didn't even know these parts of the map were like open. Where did the other, oh, nope, I didn't know that was open. What is this? This is the dock. I think this is quicker. Yeah, I have family members that do that too, that are like, that like whenever I talk to them, they're just like, well, you know, if I say something like, oh yeah, it's just been a really stressful week because I've had this, well, at least you didn't blah, 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 and da, 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 and this is what happened to me. And I'm like, yep, at least I didn't have that happen. And then I just feel weirdly guilty about feeling stressed out, but nobody should feel guilty about feeling stressed out because everybody feels stressed out. And we should be supporting each other instead of trying to like one-up each other on who's more stressed out than the other person. And so I'm just kind of like, oh, that's hard. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, like Wolf said, we don't, it's not a fun thing to experience and like talk to that person. Cause I'm just like, okay, yep. What are you looking for? Me saying, wow, you're a whole lot worse off than me. Okay, I'm going the opposite. Oh, wow. Yep, going the opposite direction. And I'm gonna have to sign off here in a minute. Anyway. Okay, I'll do one more Shinra training exercise, and then if I have time to tonight, then maybe I'll come and do some quests, but, what is the quest I should look out for in Gungaga, Collector? Oh, I am also missing where? What? I went in a totally opposite. Okay, all right. You know what? We're gonna fast travel over here. I won a battle, and all I got is 2 high ethers. Stressful. Listen, I also am I'm not trying to call anybody out. Everybody has done this at some point. Oh, I finally understand what the Junon, what the Corel, or the Gungaga Harbor, or whatever it is, the Cosmo Canyon Harbor is for. Hey, it's Jonathan! I finally understand. It's for the Tiny Bronco. Got it. I'm not trying to call anybody out and say, you should fix that, or whatever. We've all been guilty of it. All of us have done these things. All of us have said things that we regret, or we've done the whole, like, trauma Olympics or whatever. All of us have done these things. I'm simply saying I do my best to try not to fall into that trap because it's hard when other people do it to me. Akuti says, I like the actual Christian way of looking at things. No one can beat Christ's suffering for our sake, so instead of trying to compete with him, just be thankful for what you have and that you are alive to experience anything. Every time I feel sorry for myself, it's a nice reminder that I am not boiled in acid or on fire currently. That is true. I am so glad I am not on fire right now. Let's all take a moment to be thankful. Oh. Let's all take a moment to be thankful that we are not on fire. I, for one, am very grateful that I'm not on fire right now. Yeah, we just need to be mindful that everybody is going through something. So, or also, there's kind of a back to this.
For your next mission, you'll be my bodyguards.
You'll be my holographic bodyguards. Skack it!
Not that I have need of any, but no matter how much I protest, this one never listens.
Maybe I should wear the skacket for Halloween. I should go as Rufus for Halloween. My mother-in-law could make a mean skacket.
You must take care to discern friend from foe, and ensure no harm comes to the president while waiting for helicopter extraction.
Skacket sighting. I forgot what the quest is called, but it's actually maybe best if you complete the Protorelic quests beforehand.
Can I be a bad guy? Shall we?
Sure. Just watch who you're shooting. Okay?
Whoa, 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 whoa. They're not my party, right? Like, I can take Barrett in with you. Like, we haven't had this problem before. On the backside of the whole, like, trauma Olympics and all that stuff, I think it is also okay for you to be stressed out over something and have a hard day, and you should be allowed to feel that way. And that goes in hand with the whole, like, trauma Olympics. When people are like, oh, well, you haven't had a day like mine. It's like, okay, well, can you just, like, throw me a bone here and just tell me, wow, your day sounds like it's been really hard. I've had a really hard day too. Like, you're allowed to feel stressed out, and you are allowed to feel grief and frustration. And it's also wrong for people to immediately make you feel like, well, you shouldn't feel stressed out because you haven't had a day like me. Well, I have had a stressful day. You don't need to demean what I've experienced. That's not fair either. So you do have every right to feel stressed out. We just shouldn't one-up each other and be like, oh, well, I'm more stressed out than you, or whatever. That's not fair. Look at those arms, man. I wish my arms looked like that. Well, maybe not. Maybe not quite that sinewy.
Enemy vanguards advancing on your position. Be ready to intercept.
Wait, is this...
Get your ass!
They're all... Oh, we're timed? Oh, beans.
It's on you.
Fire! I think I knew that. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about right there. Nope, nope. I want the riot. This... Oh, ooh. That guy. That's right. That's what you get. Why am I being Barrett? I don't know. What's the matter, buddy? Life got you down? It's like being thrown in the air by being Barrett. Okay, you...
Good to go. Taking over.
Me and my giant sword. No! We're on a time limit, y'all. Limit.
Nope.
That's right. Guys. Get him, dairy. Wait a minute. Is this entire fight, like all 3 levels, supposed to be in 3 minutes? This is a bad situation. Oh, what? We have 1 riot trooper over here. Hit him. Yeah, that's right. Smack him in the face. Oh, I started listening to that podcast. I don't know why that reminded... Oh, yes, I do. I started listening to that podcast, Too Scary Didn't Watch, that Lindsay recommended. I don't really care for the language. The language is definitely not Susie friendly, but I love that they completely 100% recap scary movies that I have never seen and will never see. And today I listened to one about the movie Smile. Did anybody see Smile? I love the premise because it's very much like, what's it called? Bird Box, where people are seeing something that like makes them go like kill themselves or other people or something like that. And I listened to the whole thing and was just absolutely horrified, but I was also like, this is great. I can just listen to these, like, oh, what? Get out of town, you elite security officer. doing? Okay. Nope, you don't have any ATP because everybody's up in the air. Maybe not up in the air, but... Oh, somebody got staggered and I don't even know who it is. But I'm just attacking everything I can in my... Oh, okay, that was good.
Those guys mean business.
We'll get there as fast as we can.
Ugh, I'm getting beat up. This gun arm man and big sinewy sword man trigger me. Okay, this isn't so bad either. Flame troopers, what are you? I imagine you're weak to cold. Oh, guess who's got a limit? Oh, what? They're also weak to cold? Okay. Yeah, see you later. That was really lucky. Ow! Everybody's life is okay. That's good. I'm gonna use... I don't know how many... I don't know how many, like, rounds there are. I imagine there's only 3? Oh, 8? I loved... I really, really loved Bird Box. Bird Box was such a unique story, and I watched scenes from the Netflix show, and they did not do it quite in the way that the book. They could see through their blindfolds, which was dumb. In the book, you legitimately cannot see through the blindfolds at all. It is just darkness. But Smile is very similar. It's like people are seeing something that... Well, it's not just people. It's actually a lot darker. But the ad in and of itself, just the ad, gave me nightmares. I couldn't even sleep after I watched the ad. It was so scary. Oh, it was so creepy. The very end of the ad had me... I was absolutely terrified. I could not sleep. I couldn't sleep at all. It's very bloody from what they said. It's very, very bloody, and but I listened to the whole recap and I was like, this is great. I can listen to these entire... Oh, I also listened to a recap of the movie Slither. Did anybody see Slither?
This way.
Slither was disgusting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't watch stuff like that. Nope.
A stellar performance.
A stellar performance. It's my scacket.
Whatever you desire, just ask, and it's yours.
I'll give you the scacket right off my back.
Mission complete.
This is fine. This doesn't feel like a mini game. This doesn't feel like me being forced to play something I don't want to. Doing battles is fine. I am fine with that.
On future missions.
That's fine.
This facility will enter power saving mode. Once you have retrieved your provisions, proceed to the next location.
There's only one more location, right? One of the funniest things about Slither was that it's like, it's just hilarious. It's really funny. It's gross, but it's actually kind of comedic. And it sounded like it, but so gross. I never actually saw it, obviously. But if you like scary movies, all the Protorelics should have been this. Absolutely, 100%. They all should have been like virtual battles and stuff. I don't mind virtual battles. Virtual battles are great. I like fighting. Fighting is fun. Fighting gets me HP, or not HP, AP. It levels my guys. It levels my materia. That's awesome. Mini games like Fort Condor and things like that, those don't feel worth it to me. Maybe, okay, I get a Protorelic, but that doesn't feel like the getting there doesn't feel... I don't know. There you go, Susie. Yuffie volunteered to be an enemy. Take her out. Oh, yeah, Yuffie? Yeah. Yeah. You want to be an enemy? I can make that happen. We technically are enemies already. Wolf says the things I find stressful might be cakewalks to others and vice versa. Everyone has their own experiences, reactions. Exactly. And that is why we should always remember that different people handle things differently, and therefore we should just try to be compassionate and support instead of trying to like gatekeep stress or trauma or frustration. That's just not, that's not the way we should do things. Yeah, no, the ad for Smile left me, and I watched it at night before I went to bed, which was stupid. I have never watched another horror movie trailer before bed since. Because most of the time, you don't see anything in trailers that actually, you know, they save the trailer, they save the really bad stuff for the movie itself. But there is one scene at the very end of the trailer for Smile. If you want to go watch it, be my guest. It affected me all night long. I could not sleep. I was so, and it's not gross or anything. It was just, I was so disturbed, and I was just like, like all night long. I could not get that image out of my head. I should have known better. So like I said, I don't ever watch scary movies, scary movie trailers, or any like clips or anything before I go to bed. Absolutely not. Before I go to bed is all just positive, good vibes. I don't watch scary movie trailers. I don't want to, hey, it's Jet! Jet's like, hiya! 77 hours, you guys. 77 hours. And I'm on chapter 12. Yes! The scene with the car window made me... So I experience this thing when I watch something scary that I know is going to affect me for the rest of the night. Like if I watch something and I experience this, I know I'm doomed. I won't be able to sleep. I won't be able to actually like... It totally affects me. I feel this cold chill that starts from like the top of my head that runs down my whole body. And if I ever feel that, I'm doomed. I can't sleep. I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything. I remember feeling that way when I watched like a scene from The Exorcist, when it was like the 9 o'clock news, and my dad was sitting at the kitchen counter. He wasn't watching TV, but his back was to the TV, but the TV was on, and the 9 o'clock news was on, and I should have been in bed, but I wasn't. And I remember coming into the family room and just kind of sitting down on the couch, and they were like, well, a cult classic is getting a digital remaster. And they were talking about The Exorcist getting a remaster. And there's that scene where, I'm making sure my children are here. She's going downstairs. That's all I'll say. She's going downstairs. And I remember in my head, I was in 8th grade. And I remember in my head thinking, this is the news. They're not going to show anything. Like, I knew what the movie The Exorcist was about, but I wasn't going to. I was like, it's the news. They're not going to show anything inappropriate. But it was the 9 o'clock news. Most kids are in bed at that point. That's when like X-Files was on, right? Because it was creepy. And they showed all these different scenes, and they showed that scene. And I remember feeling that cold chill go down my body. And I remember I was like, I'm going to go to bed. And my dad was like, okay, good night, sweetheart. And I remember laying in bed and keeping my light on all night long and staring at the wall all night, replaying that scene over and over and over again in my head. I could not stop thinking about it. And that cold chill feeling happens whenever I see something that I know is going to affect me for the rest of the night. And that is exactly what happened with the car window in that scene. It wasn't gory. It wasn't disgusting. It wasn't anything. It was awful. And I can't even describe it. I was waiting for that moment when they talked about it on the podcast. I was like, okay, this must be it. Like, this must be the scene. Oh, no, we're not at the scene yet. Okay, this must be it. Because it's in the trailer. And she kind of did a good job describing it, but she kind of didn't. But I don't know how to describe it. Anyway. So if you're feeling brave, you can go watch the trailer, or you can go watch the movie. But I listened to the whole entire recap, and it reminded me a lot of Bird Box, but a lot more demonic, a lot more satanic. Because in Bird Box, the story is people are seeing something that is making them go completely crazy, and they're totally losing their minds, and they're doing really awful things to themselves. But the difference between Bird Box, the movie / Netflix, like the show, and the book is the fact that when you're watching the movie, because I didn't watch the movie itself, but I watched a lot of clips of it, you are still watching. I mean, there are times where they have the camera blindfolded, but you can kind of see through the blindfold. But in the book, what makes it so creepy and weird is the fact that you are 100% blindfolded. You have no idea what's going on because you are following the protagonist. So when the protagonist is blindfolded, 100% darkness, because they still don't know what they're covering their eyes against. So they wear these blindfolds, but they don't know what they're not supposed to see. So they don't know if it's light. They don't know if it's a laser. They don't know if it's radiate, like they don't know. They have no, if it's a person, if it's a thing, they don't know. So they just wear these totally black, what are they called? Blindfolds. And it was just such a unique experience. I listened to the book. It was such a unique experience because I was also blindfolded. I had no idea. These scenes where like you're following the protagonist or you're following like the people she's living in the house with. You're following them outside while they're feeding like the birds that are outside the house to tell them whether somebody's outside the house or not. Hence Bird Box. And the person who is feeding them hears something, but when she calls hello, she doesn't hear anything. But then she steps on a crunchy leaf, but she thinks, were there trees outside this house? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen the outside the house. Were there trees outside? Where did that leaf come from? Why is there a leaf there? Why would I touch that? And then something brushes her shoulder, and like all of those things, because you're totally blindfolded. So even just listening to it, I was on the edge of everything. I was just constantly unnerved the whole time I listened to that book. It was fantastic. I loved it. And I remember the whole time being like, I think this would make a great movie, but then I thought, no, there's no way they could make that a movie because you have to be blindfolded. And I know they tried with the Netflix version, but the blindfolds were kind of sort of see-through, and that doesn't work. I mean, it kind of worked for the movie, but anyway. So I've been listening to that podcast. I do not love the hosts, but it's awesome being able to hear these scary movies recapped because I'll never watch these movies in my life. Yeah, no, definitely not a movie like Slither either. Oh, that was bad. Bad situation all around. But if that's your thing, like comedic gore, great. Go watch Slither. I think there's a second one too, but it's bad. Bad. Okay, I've got to go cook dinner and I have to go be a mom to my children. So I did not really know what today was going to hold because of like storyline, but I think I will, you know what? I'm not even going to say. I keep saying things like, yeah, tomorrow we'll progress the story, but like, I don't know. I have to finish this Protorelic mission. And then I'm not interested in running around and completing all the different side missions because I know I've got to get started on the story and I've got to like progress through the chapter. So I don't really know what tomorrow will hold, but I'll be back tomorrow, same time at 2. Yeah, we'll see what else there is. Should I, well, I guess I don't have to go straight to the next facility. I can go, if I do have time tonight, I can do some side questing, but who knows if I'll even have time. I have no idea. I'm editing this GameSpark interview and night just goes by really, really fast. The Ring ruined me young enough and I've been cautious of TV fuzz ever since. Oh, The Ring. I actually own a copy of The Ring. I found it at Goodwill, but it's a full screen. I bought it, gosh, years ago. And so I was going through our DVDs the other day and I took it out and I was going to give it to Goodwill, which I don't even know why. I might as well just throw them all away because nobody buys DVDs anymore. But Charlotte was like, what's this? And I said, oh, that is probably the scariest movie I've ever seen. And she was like, oh, what's it about? And Charlotte is like me. She doesn't even have to see it. She can just hear about it and she'll have nightmares. So I was like, I'm not going to tell you. Nope, absolutely not. And she was like, well, can you just kind of tell me? I was like, no. Because who are you going to come get in bed with when you have nightmares? Me. Not that I don't want to snuggle with my child, but I'd rather not have my child be scared for no reason. Listen, for the record, I thought The Ring was an excellent movie. I thought it was so well done. And I thought the story was unique. And I really, really thought they did a great job. And I liked it enough to own it. I watched it multiple times because I eventually kind of desensitized myself. I wanted to figure out what all the symbolism meant in the videotape versus like what was happening in real life. And I thought it was a really, really well-made movie. The music, everything, it was great. It wasn't gory at all. It's all psychological. And it's a great film, but it's absolutely terrifying. So, I don't blame you, Paladroon. You don't ever have to watch it. It's totally fine. Wikipedia it. And I actually read the book, The Ring, that the movie was based on, and the book was awful. Awful. It is definitely more of a visual experience. The book did not do it. Nope. So I enjoyed the movie, but the first time I saw it, I thought I was gonna die. I was so absolutely terrified. I thought I was gonna die. The second one is a true comedy, thankfully. Made me laugh so much. Really? It wasn't meant to be a comedy, right? It was just so poorly done that it was comedic. Because I'm pretty sure they meant it to be scary. Yeah, I haven't ever seen them. And I haven't watched The Grudge either. Scary little children with dark hair and like water everywhere. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. All right, my friends, my lovelies, I appreciate all of you, and just remember that you matter so much, and I appreciate all of you. Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought it was, well, I heard it wasn't as good as the first one, but I never heard that it was like comedically bad. Didn't they end up making a third one? Anyway, I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate all your support and your generosity and your kindness, and I just appreciate this community a lot. This community lifts me up in so many ways. I can never quite find the right words to describe how grateful I am for this community. And just choose kindness. You know, just remember that everybody's going through something, and that we should really have more compassion for people and just try to lift one another up. You guys lift me up. I hope in my weird way, sitting in my little office, I can also lift you up, because everybody needs that. This life can be really hard. So just choose kindness, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we will continue on from here and see what happens. I don't even know. I don't know, but apparently this is the long chapter. Oh yeah, I need to practice that tonight too. I need to practice the battle theme piano song, because gosh dang it, I really want to hear the whole actual piano version. I would just, when I started doing really well, I would get really excited, and then I would screw something up, and then that dang metronome would come back in. Gosh dang it. I need to practice that for sure. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your time zone, wherever you are. And I will see everybody tomorrow.